Holy smokes! Has it been that long? The invisible watch doesn't lie. 8 months since I put any content on my channel. I know it's hard for me to even take into. The life and work did not really work out too well. I'm not saying in a bad way, it's just the life-work balance is very difficult in the world that I live in. So, with that being said, I really do appreciate the 6 people who have subscribed. Subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me. So with that being said, what else have I been up to other than what I was just talking about? Well, I've been trying to figure out a way for a long time to get one of these. This is a cassette. For the folks who are watching this, they have no idea what it is. I feel like a dinosaur saying that, but I knew eventually at some point, 35, you know, you're not getting any younger, 35 years young, old, I don't know, whatever. This, I wanted to try to put on to this. Well, unfortunately, I could not do that for the longest time. And then I finally found something that will actually be able to do that, and I wanted to show you that today. This right here, yeah, for all those who know and remember, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, big movie, deluxe Talkboy cassette. I made this cassette recording throughout, I think, 1994, so I was about 10 at the time. So this thing is 25 years old. Wow. That's a long time. Let's get to it. Then I'm going to give you a sample and show you exactly how I did it. And like I said, maybe I'll include some other things. I show you a few things of the cave that I just redid. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you exactly how I transferred this 25-year-old tape to the computer. So this is what we were able to do it with. This right here is called a Super USB cassette capture device. A buddy of mine got it off of Amazon, and it connects into the computer through USB, transferring that into that, and going on here. So here's a little sample of what I was able to pull off the tapes. Now mind you, let's remember here that I was 10 years old. So be kind in the comments, please. Alright, let's let her rip.
Streets of Rage. I think it was the best out of all the 3 of them because it got good music, good graphics, and everything else. See you later. I hope you have a good...
Yeah, that was a little 10-year-old me. So what I had to download other than purchasing the device was WavePad Sound Editor.
Good. Okay? Goodbye.
So that's how I was able to do it. So pretty exciting stuff. It might not seem like a lot, but like I said before, it's really important to me that I preserve the history that I have in my life and everything like that. It's kind of another reason why I started this channel. So alright, so first and foremost, something I'm very happy for, I haven't been able to do in a while. I've got a lot of old retro systems, as you can imagine. Sega CD, GameCube, PS2, Super Nintendo, Nintendo. There's also a Sega Master System there. as well as a Atari. So I was able to go through all those systems, give them a good clean. I'm not talking about the insides, internal parts. I'm just talking about the outsides and getting all the nastiness and grease and dust and everything off like that. So with this right here, this is one of my best finds that I've had off of eBay. It is a 8-channel or 8-channel switch. So what this does is all my systems that you see over here go into this one little thing, and all I have to do if I want to change, click, done. Alright, so one of the other things I'd like to show you today is something I think I may have had on the channel before. It might have been before I did the Halloween 2018 review. This is a live cutout from a movie theater of Michael Myers. I must say, he is awesome. The Joker, can't go wrong with that. Then right here, obviously Batman, huge Batman fan. Pretty famous games, no introduction needed on that. And that's an Atari flashback. I've never opened it before. Moving on. Alright, so right over here I've got a lot of NECA figures. Pretty big fan of collecting action figures, toy collectibles, and specifically horror figures. I'm a huge 80s slasher fan, as you could imagine, so a lot of these are in my introduction video, or introduction to most of my videos, I'd say all of them, whatever. I'm a big, huge fan of those, so those things are great. This is one I actually just recently acquired after a little bit of searching for it. It is a Friday the 13th NECA figure. It is not the original one that was at Comic-Con. That's a very expensive one, so this was a good alternative. And it's only available at GameStop. Enough said about that. Cool thing about this, it plays the music when you open it, if it works. I mean, how can you go wrong? Classic. So anyway, here I try to change this from time to time. Right now I have it as a Power Rangers theme, and specifically geared towards the Green Ranger. I was huge into Power Rangers, I'm not afraid to admit it. I had a lot of fun with the show back in the 90s. What kid didn't, right? But the Green Ranger was my favorite, and not too long ago I was able to acquire, probably over a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever it's been, I was able to acquire some things I haven't had for the collection. And the Dragon Zord, never had one as a kid, but man did I want one. This is actually from Toys R Us. That's no longer with us. So unfortunately Toys R Us closed their doors, and that is the last thing that I was able to get from them. Dragon Dagger needs no introduction. I wanted one really bad as a kid, and I couldn't have been more happy that I was able to acquire one. It's not an original, but at the same point it's probably better than the original, other than the authenticity of it. It is die-cast metal for the most part. That's what it's made of, as opposed to the original was made from plastic. And then just some other Green Ranger figurines here. And right over here we have the Galaga arcade 1-up machine that I built or put together, whatever, a while ago. Again, some more posters. Yeah, you guessed it. Horror, horror, horror. This is more of the stuff that has been, like I said, in the introduction of all of my videos. I want to go into greater detail on a lot of these because I am a huge fan of horror, and I'm a huge fan of action figures and video games and all that other wonderful stuff. So right up here I have a pretty decent sized collection of the Amiibos. As you can see with a lot of my stuff, I do not open it. Since probably around 1994, ironically, is what we were just talking about, I developed a habit of not opening things, not because I saw value in them, or anything like that. I just didn't want to open things up anymore, so it's very rare that I do in fact open anything up that I get other than video games. When it comes to these kind of things, I like to keep them in the package and have them displayed. And yeah, so good stuff right there. I'm huge on collector's editions. They certainly interest me. I don't typically keep these sealed or anything like that. I like to actually watch them. There we go right here. Some good collector sets right there. Then of course some Blu-rays. And of course the DVDs. And then the one up is a couple of random things after cleaning out the cave today. And that's the ceiling. That's not going to do us any good. Pretty excited about this. Want to try to do a review on it. It's the Sega Genesis Mini, and it's not the AtGames version. It is actually from Sega. And again, more posters. Last and certainly not least, this is the throne that I was talking about earlier. I redid this as well with some awesome posters. I have a wall for the Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry for the glare. There's the Dream Warriors. Everybody loves that movie. And then right over here, I have the Friday the 13th. All the films posters as well. I have some more posters right over here. Again, sorry for the glare. And some other ones down here as well. Alright, with all that being said, that wraps up the video. Glad I was able to finally put something on YouTube and give something for my 6 subscribers and hopefully many more that will be joining the channel to look at, comment on, and come up with some great discussion topics. So this is Jay from Jason's House of Fun and Video Games. This is Seamus, my bulldog. He's 11 years old. I love him to death. He's not very fond of the camera, but he'll be able to deal with this right now. This is Jay and Seamus signing off. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.